live? Music never played.
No music.
Okay. All right. We're live. Hello. It's Barstool. That's what this is. I am Brandon Walker. This is Pick Central, our daily gambling show and general tomfoolery. To my right, joined by show thief Ben Mintz. Hello, Ben.
How you doing, Brandon?
Doing very well. And to my left, I assume at some point they'll be grinning and smiling like idiots because the Yankees have won 11 straight now. It is, of course, yes, there it is. It's Big Av and Marty Mush. But before we get to all of that, we welcome in Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Bosco, who walks in late in his
Not late, 11:55.
Okay, well, late.
I still have an 11 o'clock hour show.
It's 11:56.
Can't say the same for everyone in here.
It's 11:56. How was Pick'em?
It was good. Usual.
Did you dress like that on Pick'em?
Yeah, usual semantics.
That's embarrassing.
You're on camera. You gotta look good.
Is this what you call
Not
looking
everybody
good?
raids the Robach backs.
Did you get less money?
You like the Cracker Barrel
TBD.
clientele at 4:30.
TBD.
What do you mean TBD? So you went over it?
TBD. Yeah, we went over some things.
All right. What? Just a little spoiler alert. Not maybe spoiler, but what little teaser? What'd you go over?
Give a teaser to the people.
Well, we went over the week one card. We touch on
I understand that you went in there
something
and
from the Dave Portnoy show.
you were going to talk about your contract. Is that true?
Well, no, that's it's not that my intention was to talk about that. You walk in and Dan goes, "Let's talk about the contract." Like, you know how it is. I have no contract. I'm better off just not. I should just learn sign language. Because
Okay.
the minute I say something, I'm fucked.
So how did the talk go?
A little one, okay. Not great. Not bad. Kind of is what it is. You're going into a negotiation with a master, and then you don't really.
I hope your negotiation goes well. I hope you get everything you dreamed of.
Thanks.
Because if you get paid, my God, what am I going to get?
The best is though when you actually talk to Dave about something like a little serious. You have a whole plan when you go in, and it just
Yeah, he just sits at the computer and just looks out into the abyss.
No, but then you forget what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
And you just say yes.
Right. Yeah, and you just go along with whatever he says.
Yeah, and you like muster up in your head for like maybe 3 months that you're going to go in there.
yeah, I got that coming up the next month or two. I've been getting mentally prepared.
Tough.
But how was the Pick'em, the actual
Pick'em's
college
great.
football?
Great.
Did
Premier college football show at this company. No matter how many new ones they want to start, we're at the top.
Bosco's back.
Football, baby.
I'm having fun.
It's not a dig on you, Ev. Ev, you know you caught shrapnel on that.
I was
not a dig on you.
No.
Got to take shots. Got to humble the man. Sorry I missed the funeral today, too. Walk the line.
Walk the line's not dead yet.
At least it
not
didn't
dead
suffer.
yet.
Hey, at least it didn't suffer.
It's not. It's limping.
It went
It's
quick.
limping around,
It's not
but it's not dead yet.
At least it
Still
didn't suffer.
it's still got some life.
Still got a little life to
Yeah?
it. Of course, Ben Mintz tried to steal it yesterday, right out from under me.
I mean, one man's tragedy is another
Take
man's
it.
opportunity.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
He walked up to Marty and says, "Can I can replace him?
Do it.
We can call it Mintz and Line. Why don't you call it Mintz and Line anyway? At least give the name to Mush."
Mush, you can have it. I just want to be a participant. I
It's a
don't
good
want
show, Mincy, right? It'd be like an honor to go into a nice, already established show. It's nice.
Because you built it, y'all have built it up,
Yeah.
and you're right. It should be Mush's show. I just want to be a part of it. I don't want to. I feel I overstated my cause yesterday. I just would like to be a small part of it.
No, it's
keep the
nice to
lineage
hear.
going.
It's nice to hear,
There
Mincy.
you go.
So, I was about to ask Rico something, and it was going to be very relevant to the conversation. And
Dylan's back.
I looked up and I fucking saw Dave.
Guy.
It's okay.
Dylan is back.
All right, so
He
you know
still
what? I'm not
works
even going to
here?
give the best
He's
one.
rocking an Ole
away.
Miss shirt, too.
But it involves Dylan, and it comes out of nowhere. So just pay attention.
'Cause Dave has no idea if he's worked here.
Well, all right.
When's Pick'em come out? Usually?
Thursdays. Every week.
Did everybody
Usually, look, if all you have to do is scroll only 5 or 6 down, and then you find it
5 or 6 down on what?
on Top Sports podcasts.
How much do you have to do with that?
Listen, talk about it. You got Montana and Rice, okay? But I do run the ball.
This is like Kate Upton's ankles claiming responsibility for her being popular.
Yeah, but if she didn't have ankles, she'd be in a wheelchair. So, you do
You're
need
Kate Upton's ankles. You're not even her ankles. You're
chemistry
like her-
sells. Chemistry sells.
Okay.
That's why the show works. So you can't mix it up. Keep those chairs empty.
So, by the way, I don't know, when in the contract negotiation, did it come up that you're only working 2 days this week?
It did not.
Okay.
You're probably going to go in there and say it.
No. Well, I wanted to tell him before, but I didn't because I knew that you were going to have your conversation. So I'm a class guy. I'm not like you.
I am playing in the Barstool Classic tomorrow, so I'll be mixing up with the fans. I think that's my third.
Where's that tomorrow?
It's in Jersey, Ballyowen.
So, so Jeff Nadeau will be here Friday. So, good stuff.
I thought you said that jokingly yesterday.
No.
All right, is what it is.
Yeah, he'll be here Friday.
You want to contaminate the show? It's your business.
I'm not contaminating the show. I want you to be here, but you're not showing up on Friday. You're Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but you're not going to be here. So I have to fill that seat, that one right there.
Tomorrow's show is Andrew Cuomo.
If I could get him, I would. I absolutely would put him in that chair.
He's a big first five guy.
He actually is Italian.
Big first five guy.
All right, so did everybody bring a win total Wednesday?
Yes.
Because
you got to dig
I got a
deep,
prop.
though,
I did a prop instead.
Fine, fair enough. We're digging deep here.
I don't even know if you guys have taken it. I don't give a shit. It's just so much.
We're in deep water when it comes to win total Wednesday.
We're like 10, 12 in.
Is this officially going to be the last one, or do one more next
I think
week?
it has to be.
Last one?
Last
I'm
one.
good with that.
I think it has to be.
Last one.
You're in a weird spot because you're not going to be here Friday, all jokes aside. So you're not going to be able to give your football picks on the show, and you don't want to give them today because that gives away pick 'em tomorrow. So what do you want to do with that?
Well, we got baseball, and I always tweet my cards.
Okay.
All right. Still talk about some things. Want the win total?
What?
What do you want, win totals?
We can get with the win total in a minute.
All right.
But you can call in. It's the number is on the screen shortly. You can call in. You can talk about your win totals. You can talk about baseball. You can talk about the return of Pick'em, how much you love it. If you're a writer, you can call in. If you're not a writer, you can call in. So do whatever you want. 646-291-2437. I do want to talk about a couple sports items before we get going. And one thing the chat hates more than anything is Yankees talk. And I, being from Mississippi, also hate Yankees talk. And in May, when they're losing and they're scuttling and they're
like
500, when they're 500, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that much Yankees talk. But right now, they've won 11 games in a row. They're the hottest team in baseball. I brilliantly hit on a Stanton home run prop yesterday.
Good.
The Yankees are
Plus
the story.
$385, by the way, Brandon. I saw you got a good price on it.
It was a crazy price. And the Yankees are the story of baseball right now, boys.
They are.
They're the best team in baseball right now.
19-4 in August.
And we've only gained
Mets
3
might be
games in
4
the
and
division.
19.
That's how good
The Rays.
have
I mean,
been.
the Rays. Honestly, now I was saying it like last week. If you just look at their lineup when they play everybody, their lineup is fucking stacked.
Yeah, no, they are.
The Rays
stacked.
have a unreal lineup.
But the Yankees are going out there with Andrew Haney still winning. Like that's
Well,
their,
it's
He didn't wasn't awful
I mean,
yesterday.
4 runs, 2
But
innings,
I'll-
4 innings, 2 runs isn't the
I'll
best.
listen. It's not great, but from our fifth starter,
Well, that's
I'll
what I
take it.
wanted from
Just
him.
eat innings. He's not going to be starting games in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's the one thing, like the Braves, they go on that streak, they win 9 in a row, and then as soon as they play somebody with a pulse, they drop 2 games. But like the Mets, nobody made up ground on them. The Phillies lost to the Rays. The Mets just are useless right now.
Oh, they are. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. It's the Braves-Phillies race in the NL East, right?
Pretty much. So the only hope was that the Braves had the same stretch of games against the Giants, Dodgers that we had, and Yankees. So they had the same stretch we had. So it's like, all right, well, if the Braves tailspin here and we do okay, we can get back to where we were. But
Like, I know
Mets
the Mets
just
are really
refuse to
bad
win.
right now, but they're not out of it.
They did kind of.
I think they're kind of out of
My
it.
only defense to them, I think they are kind of out of it too, but they did just get healthy. Like
And
Baez
healthy,
is
but they're
back.
they're never
and
getting
Lindor's
DeGrom back.
I know that's a
It's big,
Trust
though,
me,
man. It's a big
I
gap.
preface it by saying I
Was
think
it
they're
4
dead,
games?
but
It's a big gap. You need the Braves to tailspin.
How many
If
games
the
is
Braves take a dive against
No, I think
Giants
it's
and
6
Dodgers,
for the Mets, right? It's 4.5 for the
6?
Phillies.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We didn't gain any
didn't know it
ground.
was 6.
I think it was 6.5. I'll
I
tell
think
you right now.
the Braves were 68 and 58. I think
6.5.
Yeah.
6.5. Phillies are 4.5.
On the Yankees front, nice prop for signing up for New Jersey, getting the free $100
absolutely.
Yankees future. That's pretty
What's it
nice.
at?
plus it's plus 1,000, yeah.
Yep.
10
To win the World Series?
Yep.
Money's got him to win the division. 10-1.
yeah,
That's a good pick,
that's
too.
looking pretty.
It's not looking
sharp.
bad.
Yeah.
It's not looking bad.
Now they take a day off. They go to the A's, right? So they, that's not easy. But I was looking. I woke up this morning on the Barstool Sportsbook app. Now it's in Jersey. Everything has changed in my life.
It's awesome.
And I woke up and I looked for Stanton's home run prop today for 20 minutes. I looked and I looked and I looked. I looked for the Braves game. I looked for everything. I said, okay, well, did they change it or whatever? And I finally just realized. I went to the score app. I finally realized they're just off today.
Yep.
It's crazy to be off on a Wednesday, though. I'm sorry. That's just an odd
I
day
agree.
to take off. But they're going
Also,
to
it throws you off when you only play the 2-game series.
2-game series, and now you're going to have, what, a 4-game series in Oakland?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So just a weird quirk of the scheduling. One thing that yesterday we debated, right, the Orioles-Angels. And we said the line was weird. That means the Orioles might win. I mean, what was the final score? Like
13-8.
38-1. It was.
I think I took the Orioles. Pretty sure I did.
I took the Angels. 13-8.
I was on the Angels too.
It was 13-2, and then it got to 13-8.
Orioles got killed.
The thing that fucked me last night was the Reds. That was like a weird
yeah,
line, and they were up 4-1. And
Yeah.
Do the Reds still hold that?
And they had a 4-1 lead
I think
over
they do.
Corbin Burns, and then they just blew it. In the 7th, they gave up a 4-1.
Damn, y'all had a good price on them yesterday.
Reds
Yeah,
hold
like
the
they
game
did-
lead on the
Because
Padres.
the Padres lost, and they got the Dodgers right now. They lost last
They
night.
did what I wanted. That's the thing. Like, they got to Burns, and it was like, that's who I was only scared of, and then they fucking blew
Can
it.
we get the standings for Pick Central up today? Because Rico was 0-4
Oh, I
yesterday.
Yeah,
do want
not
to talk
doing
about the
great.
standings.
Yeah, Rico was 0-4. He was pretty embarrassing. I'm not in last place.
So,
That's yesterday, so I was 2-1. Look at that, plus 3.85. That's exactly what the Stanton home run prop was. So Marty's still in first place at plus 16.5. There's Big Av right behind him. The two Yankees guys. The Yankees are hot. They're hot. Imagine how,
53 and 38 looks incredible.
imagine how that works.
Whenever you get across like 2 sets of 10,
Yeah.
it just looks good.
43 and 28, too. It just looks beautiful.
guys are doing well.
I mean,
But the thing I wanted to say is, move your big head, Rico. So we were all like kind of sucking our dicks maybe a week ago about like, man, this show is really positive.
Smitty free fell.
Man, it is getting.
Well, the Phillies
I
haven't
mean,
won a game.
Smitty just hit a parlay and he was up.
Well,
'cause
yeah,
he's- I think he's plus 3 units. He's below 500.
what Smitty has done, he's been making a mockery this month. That's what he made a mockery of this month.
Wait, he's here. Why isn't he here?
I didn't even see him. Is
He's
he
in the building. I've talked to him today. You know what? I think he did tell me he might be late. He's doing a stream, but he is going to come in the show so we can.
Tell him that he's making a mockery.
Huh? Well, that was who said that? You did?
Me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can get into Win Total Wednesday if you guys
There,
want.
I just wanted to answer. There was a certain decorum before he came in and started throwing all these parlays around.
He's a parlay kid.
I felt like there was an unspoken respect. Like you don't just come in throwing all these
Right.
Hail Marys. You bet real. You bet straight.
Okay, we can get on to him for that because
All
I
right,
mean
let's
that
go.
used to be your play.
No, absolutely not.
You were.
I was
weren't a
not
parlay
the
guy?
parlay guy. I did things that were only through the Barstool Sportsbook app when they said exclusive. The Cushing. Think about what you've heard. Cushing and too many runs on a Tuesday. They're very happy with the way too many runs on a Tuesday is going.
Good. Good.
Watch it work parlays today.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Why are you defensive?
You want us to promote other people?
No, I didn't say that at all. Why are you defensive?
Because
This
we're in a
isn't
new
pick'em.
state.
You're
This is
among-
my livelihood.
You're among friends. This is all of our livelihood, dipshit.
Literally
We're-
all our jobs.
My livelihood.
What's my livelihood?
Do you think
Third
you're the,
mic on a
Do you
wrestling
think you're
show.
the biggest gambler in this room right now?
No. What do you mean?
I'm trying to check egos here today.
Oh, no. I've always, that's why it works. Is this his final goodbye? Is he packing his bags?
No, he's.
Oh, Daniac rankings are today though. The
Oh,
final
yeah.
one.
But when
There's been a tailgate going on for a couple days.
I gotta say.
Wait, whoa.
That's a good shirt.
You don't like O'Day?
No, we mended fences, but yeah, he plays too close to the other side.
He's a gas guy.
How the
No,
fuck?
no, no.
How the?
Worse.
Can I ask you an honest question? Can I ask you a question? How the fuck do you live like this?
I really don't. I have a lot of nightmares. I have a lot of anxiety.
Who is he close to?
His dozen team.
Cosby.
What does that even?
I know exactly what he meant when he said it, but I was like, geez.
They're both from Philly,
Oh,
technically.
All right.
One's
fine.
really not.
Wait, they're just doing a video of him leaving.
this guy,
Oh, come on! Now I'm not.
Tyler.
They're fucking doing
look
a video
at Jake
of him.
with his tongue out filming that.
Told you.
I'm wearing pretty short
I
shorts.
feel like
I always
O'Day
shorts.
belongs in Oxford with the
I'm
short
just saying
shorts.
again that
Brad.
He's wearing underwear.
He's
Great.
showing
That's
some
a great
serious
shirt.
inner thigh
I
there.
can't stress enough. It's a great
Good
shirt.
shirt.
He's
Really
wearing
good shirt.
underwear.
Marty's wearing short shorts today.
I wear well. First of all, if you wear shorts over your knees now, it's
Yeah, that sucks.
It's
I've
not-
hated
Who
that.
the
That's
ad
over.
reads today?
That was a
Can I
tough
plug-
transition for me.
Who the ad reads today? Can I plug where I got my shirt from, or it violates?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Is it?
No,
is
he
this-
can't do
is
whatever
this
he
an
wants
ad
to
read?
fucking do, man. He can't.
Is this an ad read?
This is not his fucking show.
Is this an ad read?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
then I'm not saying it.
Go
No, you're
ahead.
fine.
Go, why don't you read that? No, TJ. All right.
Why
It's
does
not.
Jake? Can I do something real quick? Why does Jake walk in and look horrified at us?
every
Like,
day.
oh, they're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Did anyone just see that look?
I
Can you
just don't know
rewind the
that.
tape?
I just don't know that Jake saw his life unfolding this way.
Probably not.
With just coming into this gaggle of idiots every single. Like he's professional. He's smart.
I think he's mad at me too because we moved our guest to 4 o'clock on a StreamYard.
I'm a little mad at that.
Yeah, I kind of mad at myself, buddy. Well, we need him.
What's the? Well, you're gonna be here all day.
Nah, StreamYard.
Oh, okay. All right. Who's the guest? Any
Well,
teaser
we can
there?
give it away because we put out the question. It's Paul Bianacardi from ESPN, recruiting specialist. So we want to get the income. We want to get the scoop on incoming freshmen.
Yep.
What's the scoop?
Who
Get
player
the
comps? Who are we looking
sleepers.
at?
We need the sleepers.
Sleepers. That's
The freshman that no one's talking about come in, make an impact.
It's
Is
interesting.
Chet Holmgren
It's
actually going to be
interesting you
good?
say that, Ev.
It's
on my board.
I've heard he's like absolutely like a unicorn, like never
there.
seen before.
Yeah.
But I've never. I watch his highlights. It just doesn't. It doesn't compute in my head that how he's good. How does he move like
Well,
that?
people said Durant was going to be bad because he couldn't bench 135 pounds.
Wait, who are you just talking about?
Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren.
Oh,
I mean, he's a fucking
Gonzaga.
stick.
They also got a point guard too, right? A 5-star point guard.
I believe so.
Yeah.
He just is. I mean,
Sowers?
Minnesota.
Hunter
Whatever
Sowers?
Minnesota's
He's from
doing.
Omaha. That's all I know because
that
they
name
were
sound
talking about him when I was
Minnesota's fucking just breeding
Yeah.
really good basketball players.
Is that
That's where
Holmgren's
the
from?
Jones.
Yeah,
That's where the
he's
Jones
the same
brothers
place as
were from.
Suggs,
yeah.
and what's her name?
The Jones brothers
the
were there.
UConn girl.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the real good one. Fuck.
Bukers.
Paige Bukers.
Paige
Yes.
Bukers.
Yeah.
She's
That's
dirty.
where the Jones brothers were from. Tyus and
Yeah.
the other one.
The other one.
I
Trey?
forget. Trey. Tyus won us the title, right?
Yep.
Us?
Yeah, Duke.
You still letting him be a Duke?
No, he's not.
Okay. All right.
He said this year he will be because it's Coach K's last year, but he gave up. He gave up last year.
All right. So before we get to our win total Wednesday, you're going to read the ad, and then we're going to talk about this the most nothing announcement in the history of college football that happened yesterday.
Okay. First, let's talk about Showtime pay-per-view and most valuable promotions presenting Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, a 5-fight pay-per-view event in Jake Paul's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. This professional boxing card will take place this Sunday, August the 29th. This action-packed pay-per-view telecast will be produced and distributed by Showtime Pay-Per-View beginning at a special time of 8 p.m. Eastern. The Barstool Sportsbook is the official sports betting partner of Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, and will have tons of ways to bet fight night along with special boosted odds and featured bets and even appearances from Dan and Dave on the broadcast. The main event will feature renowned content creator and undefeated pro boxer Jake the Problem Child Paul and former UFC champion Tyron the Chosen One Woodley. Tickets are on sale now and can be purchased at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com. So order now. Go to the Showtime app or showtime.com/pay-per-view and watch the event live on any supported device. It's available via all major cable, satellite, and telco pay-per-view providers for the low price of $59.99.
I just want to give you guys an update. If I look confused at any point or if I furrow my brow, the chat boys they're angry today. I don't know
At
what
who?
happened. I don't know. They're angry at everybody. They're just a bunch of hate flowing today.
Well,
Some days they're positive. Some days
why
they're
don't they like
they're
us?
neutral. Well, they like some of us. They like him a lot. I don't know why.
Definitely not me and Rico.
I would say they hate you the most.
Yeah.
I'm gaining on you because I'm closing Walk the Line, even though none of them watch Walk the Line, so that's odd. You get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And you're probably, when I say you're second most liked, I just mean you're you're just
second least
you're
hated.
just not quite as hated as the rest of
It's
them.
a cesspool.
Wouldn't it be nice doing a show
something nice.
where
Wouldn't
they
it
like
be
us?
nice? Yeah.
Like, you're watching us.
Give a
Be
pick.
nice.
I mean, they like you the most, and you're far and away the dumbest person here.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not. I mean, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? You know?
So, yesterday, we got this announcement, right? So the SEC made huge tidal waves a couple of weeks ago when they added two premier athletic programs, if not premier football programs right now. Oklahoma's a premier football program. Texas should be and could be, but isn't. Anyway, they added those two, and now the response to that is to build up this announcement from the Pac-12, the ACC, and the Big Ten of this alliance. Big Ev, I know you're a Big Ten guy.
Is alliance like code for circle jerk here?
It's not even a circle jerk. Like
It's literally a handshake agreement.
there's nothing written on paper. There's no sign.
Which I feel like we kind of said that in the pre. Like I thought it was going to be a lot of nothing in it.
So you're
That's what
getting
it is.
together to schedule? Okay.
That's literally that's all. When I read all about it, the only main takeaway is that maybe Ohio State will schedule a couple games of football with USC in the regular season, or like we have Oregon.
What was stopping them from doing that
Clemson,
before?
Or exactly, it was a lot of nothing.
And there's no restriction on scheduling, SEC teams now either.
Yeah.
Well, even more so, does it mean that they're all not leaving? They're all not going to form super conferences?
I don't know.
Because I
was
feel
like-
like
it
the
literally
first
was nothing.
conference
It was
that gets
essentially-
the first conference that gets a fucking good deal or gets the opportunity to be a super conference, they're out anyway. So like, if you're saying there's no locked in agreement.
See,
Well, we've also heard rumors that the Pac-12 is going to announce expansion maybe later this week. Could happen very soon. So we don't
Any
know.
rumors on what schools?
there was, if you believe a Dave Wannstedt report, Dave Wannstedt went on 780 The Fan in Chicago. I definitely don't have those numbers right. Went on a radio station in Chicago and said that he heard at the Fox meetings that Oklahoma State and Kansas State were heading to the Pac-12.
Yep.
West Virginia to the ACC.
And then
Kansas and Iowa State to the Big Ten.
Big Ten, yeah.
Yeah. And which Iowa State would be Iowa taking care of its in-state brother.
Yep.
Kansas is obviously the basketball get.
But why wouldn't you? I mean, why wouldn't you add a bump up as well? You could take those teams you want, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, take whoever you want, but add a bump up as well. You telling me Boise or Fresno State wouldn't be a good addition to the Pac-12?
Or BYU.
They're actually from
BYU
the West
will
Coast.
never be added to the Pac-12 because
the religious thing.
Because here's the thing I don't get about this alliance. Okay, first of all, they call it a gentleman's agreement. There's no such thing as gentlemen in college football or college sports at all. College basketball, gentlemen don't
or anything
exist.
really where there's millions of dollars.
I mean, the things they're doing to get players and to get backroom deals. I'm sorry, you don't have gentlemen's agreement among people that aren't gentlemen. And second, when you say the Pac-12 and the ACC are going to come together and combine, right, and they're going to join forces, it's only going to be a handshake agreement. I live in a world that is dominated by politics. I wish it wasn't like that, but we live in a world where everything political drives everything. So what's going to happen when Cal and Stanford and USC and UCLA are in this handshake agreement with teams from the state of North Carolina, when North Carolina passes a law or something that doesn't jive with politics in California? They're not going to allow their student athletes to go there. Like, this is going to be a political nightmare is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. California, Oregon, and Washington are almost like their own country.
Yeah, correct. It's just different from we're different in different parts of the country. We just are.
Right.
And I don't think you're going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how you vote or whatever, but California is very liberal, almost more than New York.
Yes.
Is that out?
No, more,
right?
definitely more. Definitely.
Because I know New York
Oregon
is.
maybe even the
and
most.
again, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm just saying. It's fact. They're a liberal state. They voted liberal for the last.
Way to make it political, Rico.
No, he's saying exactly what I was saying.
Just listing facts. Like at a certain point, I don't really care.
I just really think when you talk about Oklahoma State and Kansas, two very red states joining the Pac-12, I feel like eventually that would blow up in a political storm. And I don't want politics involved with sports at all. It is, but I feel like that's seeing the future.
See, taking like the Wannstedt team where the teams are going rumors away. I just feel like just on a surface level conspiracy theory type of thing, that this is almost like maybe that first little step to the big conspiracy theory that people have talked about for 50 years of basically just saying fuck the NCAA and doing their own thing. Do you feel there's anything with that they just could be like, this is almost a first step where they're kind of joining as sort of a move to obviously respond to what the SEC did, but also kind of like a smaller move to the eventual huge move?
Two things. It's a reactionary move to your old lover going out and putting Instagram pictures of her with hot new girls or hot new guys, whatever. It's so it's reactionary to that, and now you're putting on Instagram pictures of you with the Pac-12 and the ACC saying, look at us, we're happy, but you're not really happy. Secondly, I do believe we're actually headed towards the Power 5 breaking off because ultimately the SEC became even more of a powerful conference than it was, but the money is in the whole pie for the Power 5 teams. The 64 teams that make up Power 5 plus Notre Dame are going to break off, get away from the NCAA, and they're going to have the money to themselves. And this is just like the chess pieces are aligning right now, but they're eventually going to come together like this.
Well, that's how I feel. Because, I mean, essentially the second the Supreme Court ruled against them, I feel like the NCAA, they just got cut off at the knees. I mean, they just rendered them absolutely powerless. So I feel like now once that happened, it's just inevitable. People have talked about it forever of not needing the NCAA. Now, I mean, they kind of look around and say the NCAA is taking such a big piece of the pie, and they're not bringing really anything to the table.
No.
Anything, nothing.
Everything that they do, we could just do ourselves.
I mean, they're punishing teams for shit that happened 6 years ago for antiquated
it's
shit.
just they're just totally
It's
useless.
also a bigger divide with the NIL thing because all the money's in the Power 5 boosters.
Yeah.
Like how's boosters in Ruston, Louisiana going to keep up with the Power 5 big money? And so I think it makes that NIL separates it even more when Bryce Young's talking about being a millionaire before he even starts a game.
Well, that's the one question I do have, right? So you guys say they're going to break off, which I kind of agree with. It's possible. But who do you think that there's somebody who's going to take over as a governing body? Right.
I think you could look up in 5 years and Greg Sankey's calling all the shots.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would think it just like kind of like each conference has like a representative.
Fair enough.
Just like a board,
let's tier these.
like a board of trustees, if you will.
The most powerful.
The new commission, Rico.
Do the 3 power sports. I'll count baseball. I know it's a distant third. Is it worth it for, let's say, Brand? Let's say you were worth fucking $77 billion, and you decided, you know what? I want to go run like people how they buy a sports team. I want to go be the commissioner of the Alliance. I want to go run NCAA. Are those 3 sports worth all the other shit? With field hockey and
I think
how do they balance that? Not that anybody gives a fuck. I'm just asking as what,
I feel like not even those 3 sports. I feel like the one sport is worth every other sport.
Do you think it's worth somebody else's time? Because they will have to put in guidelines for that. And then who are you playing?
Well, and here's the thing. The biggest moneymaker in college sports, as far as TV contracts, I believe, is the NCAA men's tournament.
Right.
And that involves mid-majors, small teams, tiny leagues. And they're getting, so if the Power 5 breaks away, what happens to them? Do you still have the tournaments? We got to figure that out. I don't know. We got to figure that out.
It's difficult.
You love the nitty gritty of college sports, like the scheduling and I know, you love the scheduling, like what the athletic director's gonna do the next day. Like that's your favorite part of college sports.
It really is crazy just how complex it is. Like there's just so much. Like they schedule games literally 10 years in advance.
Well, I think that's a problem that needs to go away also, but that's a whole other conversation.
I think that may go away more after this COVID thing with people learning to have to juggle schedules.
You know what was crazy last year? Like we've gotten used to this world where they have to schedule 8 years in advance, 10 years in advance. BYU Coastal was scheduled 2 days in advance. They were scheduled on Thursday last year,
and it's on TV, no problem. Like it was on main cable TV.
All right. You guys want to do Win Total Wednesday, and then we'll do some calls after that, and then maybe people can get. We've got a full call board.
Sure.
I don't know. We can start with Rico because
I'll go deep.
He's dressed the most ridiculously.
All right. So North Texas under 4.
Oh.
They're projected to be favored in 3 games. They got 6 winnable games. 2 of them they're going to be a dog in, and another one's going to be a pick 'em. It's UTEP. Northwestern State, this is where it gets tricky. At LA Tech, at Rice, at Southern Miss, at Florida International. So of their 6 winnable games, 4 of them are on the road. 6 pretty much losses. At SMU, UAB, at Mizzou, Marshall, at Liberty, UTSA. The offense was good last year, but they lose a ton of wide receiver talent to the NFL. The quarterback split time. The defense is switching schemes from a 3-3-5 to a 4-man front. I used to love Seth Luttrell. I'm going to go with an under of just a bad team. Again, this is if you're a confidence, it's all the way down my list. We've done it for 10 weeks. We've given out a bunch of them. I'm just going to go under North Texas.
Seems like since Graham Harrell was their offensive coordinator, went to USC, it's gone. The ship's gone down.
Well, the offense was still rated pretty high last year, but
who was that good quarterback they had?
Mason Fine.
Yeah.
And who
that running back that's for the Niners. Jeffrey Lewis, the running back for the Niners was freaking awesome.
Right.
Yeah, he's still on the Niners.
I'm going to go under.
So you went deep. I actually ended up
got to go real deep.
Not going
because I didn't want to give out what somebody already had. I love USC over based on what I love Penn State under. Nevada was my original pick. Ev took.
Can I
so
ask
we're
a
going
couple?
under.
Did you give Boise State away at one
No,
time?
I didn't do Boise.
Okay.
I think Ev did.
Did somebody do Boise State?
No.
Do we
I ended
have
up writing out 3? Well, we have to have a master list somewhere.
I considered under 9. I considered under on them because I think they're going to lose that Central.
Because I brought 3 today. I didn't know who's done what, but I know the one I'm
Boise State
do.
under.
Okay, there you go. I was also going to give Boise State under, but I won't. Marty Mush.
I got a little bit of a juice bagger. I have Texas Tech over 4.5 games.
Okay, all right.
So
they got the Oregon quarterback.
Henry.
Tyler Show.
No, not who I was talking about. That was their quarterback before. His name was Henry. Fucking stinks. I hated that guy. Matt Wells. I don't think he's that good of a coach. Do you?
You bet the over.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't.
He's coaching for his job this year. So
I know.
That's
why it's how. What was he? Utah State.
He certainly hasn't been impressive.
So, but
he rode Chucky Keaton.
Schedule first 3 games. It's Houston the first game. SF Austin, Florida International. That's 2 definites, I think.
Yeah, that's 2.
And Houston's going to be kind of a...
Houston will be tough.
I love Houston week 1.
Texas loss. West Virginia. TCU is a toss-up. Kansas win. Kansas State, I think it's...
Where they play Kansas State?
Home.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm at 3 wins right now. Keep going.
Oklahoma loss. Iowa State loss. Oklahoma State and Baylor. So there's 2 toss-up games.
You already gave this over? You just revisited?
I actually gave this a few weeks ago.
At West Virginia. That West Virginia game on the road.
I like the Texas Tech over. I do.
I think they beat Houston.
I think
Baylor on the road too.
I think Clayton Tune's good with Houston.
I think Houston's a sleeper to win that conference at 16-1.
And
They're already. I mean, it's a toss-up, but they're -2 Texas Tech.
Are they?
Yeah, I was surprised they were favored.
Go. Big F.
All right, I think this one got given out too, but I've been saying how high in them all off season, so I figured I'd give it out for the last one. I'm on Wisconsin over 9.5.
Yeah,
they returned their top like 7-8 tacklers.
I looked at it.
Literally all of their top 5 wide receivers. Graham Mertz looked awesome last year when he played. Obviously, he got COVID. That threw a big wrench in kind of their whole season. This could be maybe the most explosive offense they've had. I mean, Jalen Berger looked really good last year. They brought in a transfer running back from Clemson. The defense is always going to be good. Really, right now, they're looking like they're going to be favored in literally all 12 regular season games. I think if they can beat Notre Dame at Soldier Field at the end of September, I could see Ohio State, Wisconsin 12-0 in the Big Ten championship game. I think that's realistic. I love Wisconsin.
The best part about Wisconsin over is that all their key games in the Big Ten are at home.
Yes.
They got Iowa at home. They got Indiana at home.
Penn State.
Or Penn State at home, excuse me. They got Iowa at home, Penn State at home. Everybody's at home.
And then Notre Dame neutral.
Notre Dame neutral. They miss Ohio State, so I like it too. I like it.
I think this team could be one of the better teams they've had under Chris. Like this team could be
now their
a really
offense
good
does
team.
have to come a long way because Jalen Berger, he averaged like 3.9 a carry last year, but I believe Graham Mertz, COVID got him.
Mm-hmm.
COVID got him when he came back. He just wasn't the same. I believe he's going to take a big step up. So
because Berger, even when I was looking deep back, like he showed some flat. He had a couple like really big runs get called back. Like he's got some explosiveness. Like,
yeah.
I think they'll probably be more of a committee than they have, but I think they'll be fine with that. And like I said, just with Mertz, I just think their offense is going to be so much more explosive than it usually is. That should open up the run game too.
All right, I'm almost certain the one I'm going to give away has not been given away, and this is a top 10 team.
The thing you worry about Wisconsin, they always throw one you didn't expect. They lose to Illinois.
I got two to play with here.
Rutgers.
Two to play with.
And this team right here is a top 10 team, and it's a team last year that I was all over, that I thought was going to be very good, could play for a national title. At one point, I said they would win the national title. They ended up losing to Alabama in the semifinal, 31-14.
I like this.
But I love Notre Dame under 9. Why is Dan making that face at you?
Who knows?
How'd it go? So he'll come in and tell us how it went real quick. Pull that down, and we'll just, you don't have to give us a spoiler or nothing.
First pick 'em, it went well.
Well,
You know, we got see how many boxes of ZDs we get.
Did we got some things worked out?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We asked for a lot of boxes of ZD. We'll see if we get them.
Okay.
Dan was the mediator. We're going to arbitration.
Did he represent you, or
Like
did
Juan
he
Gonzalez.
just move things down the road for you?
I did both.
All right, I got Notre Dame under 9. This is a team, they've got 3 starters back offensively. And Tyron Williams, one of the best running backs in the country, he's back. But they got transfer quarterback Jack Cohn. That's not sexy at all.
Not at all.
There's not, outside of Kyron Williams, the weapons really aren't there. Defense is good. I mean, Kyle Hamilton's a dude. Defense will be really good. They got 6 starters back. This is 9 starters back on a team that ramps up their schedule tremendously. You talk about, they got 3 top 10 teams on the schedule right now. They got Wisconsin in neutral site. They host Cincinnati. Listen to this 5-game stretch late September into October. Wisconsin and Chicago, Cincinnati at home, at Virginia Tech with a coach coaching for his job.
For his life and his kids.
Let's see. USC, North Carolina. Ooh. That is, and that's, USC's not a top 10 team. That's 3 top 10 teams, road game at Virginia Tech and USC.
Did you give this out on Unnecessary Roughness?
I haven't given this out yet at all. And then they got a road game.
I feel like you saw you talking about that stretch.
I've
That's
talked
why.
about it before.
Credit.
Road game at Virginia as well, which isn't that easy. This is a team that they've won 11. I think they won 33 games the last 3 years, but this is their biggest drop-off yet and their toughest schedule yet. It's also juiced a little bit. Like, you got to pay minus 134 to get this under 9 on the Barstool Sportsbook. I believe in it fully.
Like, I don't want to be like total pessimist, but Florida State and Toledo are not necessarily
Toledo looks good.
gimmies.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
At Virginia's not a gimme.
Notre Dame at home against
But
Toledo,
even,
though.
can you bring up schedule one more time?
Well, look at the look ahead.
Gimme, but it's
well,
still
no, it's Purdue.
home is,
The thing about Notre Dame this year is even their gimme games just aren't gimmies. Like, they don't have just a sleepwalk game. It's not. It doesn't exist at all. Like, they got to open the season
Stanford.
on a Sunday at Florida State, but that's the last game.
That's what I'm saying. That's like the gimme.
And that's on the road. Georgia Tech possibly, but still,
Yeah.
that's just not.
No, you're right.
And I guess
Navy's
Navy.
not what they used to be.
Navy's not what they
Well,
used to be.
I will tell you that. That's when the clocks go back, Navy. That's the day the clocks
already
go.
know?
I mean, it's around then. It usually is. First Saturday in November. It's usually when the clocks go back. That game's going to be gross.
Yeah, you're
Navy
right.
blind. If I have a few, I'll talk to Westy and we'll get that lineup right now. Navy blind. I don't care how many points it is.
One other point on Brandon.
Now tell me I'm wrong.
Whatever they're catching.
I like. I feel like Ian
when the
Book,
clocks go back.
people did not respect Ian Book enough, and the drop from Ian Book to Cohen is going to be way, way bigger than people realize. Like Ian Book was a hell of a college quarterback.
I'm gonna let you give your last pick, and then I'm gonna slide in with a bonus pick because I brought 2, and I'm pretty sure this one's never been given away.
Well,
either.
this one we're down to the dregs of it, and everybody's gonna laugh in their face because they didn't play football last year and they suck. But I'm going UConn over 2.5. They play Yale, Holy Cross, and UMass.
What the fuck?
If they win those 3,
wait,
can they beat Yale, Holy Cross, and UMass?
I don't remember you taking this one.
No, I took. I think I took under.
But
okay.
they
Marty
literally
took the under
Yeah,
on July
they have to
28th.
beat Yale, Holy Cross, and UMass and get to the over.
UMass.
Randy Edsall is not. I mean, I've seen worse coaches, but I'm literally doing this.
Yeah, UMass has one.
Yeah, Yale, Holy Cross, and
Walt
UMass. They're not winning anymore. They got to go 3-0 in those games.
No, I know. That's
there's
why.
No, there's
I
no
think
chance
that's why
in any of the
I
rest
took
of
it
them.
too because I mean,
Fresno's gonna kill.
Oh, they're going to get murdered. I'm not. Look,
27
no, they're going to get.
favorites?
Look, no, it literally comes. Middle Tennessee's really bad right now too. They've fallen off, but it literally comes down to they've got to go 3-0 against Yale, Holy Cross, and UMass.
it's
And
the
I'm saying they can do it.
I think it's the UMass game. It's going to be
UMass
me and you.
from after the Jack Mack debacle. UMass will always scare me.
What's your number?
Always.
2.5.
Over you taking?
Yeah,
I don't like that because you got to win all 3.
you
That's
do.
what I'm
Middle,
saying.
Middle
Yeah,
Tennessee
but
at home.
it's Holy Cross, Yale, and UMass.
UMass is a tough game. All right,
That will be
It's on the
game.
road.
Rise up.
that's the game
They've shown
that they're
there was
gonna have to win. The whole Yale. If they don't beat Yale, they should be canceled as a program.
They're gonna have on the bulletin board Mincy's over 3.5 on or 2.5 on
2.5.
UConn.
I got under. So me and Mincy going head to head on.
I got a future prop too. Do you want that, or is that?
Oh, give it
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, yeah.
Give me,
I mean, I'm
empty
sure-
this clip.
Empty the clip. Of course, it's time of year where roses for everything, and I'm reading
God.
all these Ole Miss practice reports, and give me Matt Corral 20-1 Heisman, boys. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Upside, it's either gonna boom or bust. But the upside, if he could take care of the football.
First of all, he's the best deep ball thrower in the country. Okay. If his weapons come along, he'll be really good. I think he could be the All-SEC quarterback. He's going to be really fucking good. Heisman, though, you're going to be an 8-4, 9-3 team.
No,
I don't think
the only way you can win the Heisman realistically is you got to upset Alabama in Tuscaloosa October 2nd. But Ole Miss scored 49 points against them last year.
They were the only
And
ones.
lost
to
by
Yeah,
do
double
it.
and that's why I'm saying they got a shot.
This is also a guy who, as great as his deep ball is and as big as his numbers are,
The interceptions are high.
6 interceptions against Arkansas, 5 against LSU.
No,
That's
3
11
against
in 2
Auburn,
games.
3 in Auburn. The Auburn game went 2-2.
So it's 14 in 3 games.
But I'm banking that was his first full year as a starter. He matures. Of course, Brandon, like I said, I'm reading these practice reports and probably
You're reading Ole Miss beat reporters telling you that Ole Miss players are
The thing
good.
with Corral is the upside if it broke really, really right.
Well, the problem is,
I
though,
don't mind that.
even best case, just from 100 feet up, even if you do beat Alabama, do you think you can run the table? Is a team that can run
I don't
the
think
table?
he can run the table. I don't
That's
think
the thing.
No,
so you're
but-
going to have a bad loss
No,
somewhere.
but
so,
it's like you remember when Johnny Manziel
Yeah,
beat
100%.
No, but when he beat Bama,
yes.
if Ole Miss did beat Bama, he jumps to the front of the line immediately. I don't think Ole Miss can go undefeated.
No,
I'm not
you're right.
unrealistic.
You have the right
But if
formula.
you're 3-0 and if you pull off that Bama win October 2nd, you got a shot.
That's
That's a huge if.
really big if.
No, it's a huge if. But we beat them twice and scored 49 on
He's
them
got
last
the
year.
right idea. We've talked about
It's
it,
a boom or bust
Brandon.
thing.
You need you need a guy in a premier game early. Look at what Joe Burrow did, right? That's why I kind of love Stroud. I'll take my chances with Stroud.
That's my
They
point.
play Oregon.
But Ole Miss ain't going 12-0. I'm not trying to say that, but it's
Right,
all
right,
about if they go to Tuscaloosa and pull off a big upset, he's immediately the front runner.
He could just
That's my
hold
point.
enough ground.
That's
okay.
my point.
Okay, I'm going to give a bonus here just because I'm emptying the clip too. And this is my last over that I liked on the sportsbook. And I hate it. I hate doing this. I hate this team. I hate this fan base. I hate everything about them. It's Iowa. Iowa over 8.5.
I like that.
Being the better man.
Yeah, but here's the thing you're going to get with Iowa. You're going to get a game manager quarterback who's not sexy at all, who's going to throw for 18 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Yep. You're going to get a very good running back named Tyler Goodson this year. You're going to get the best center in the country in Lindenbaum, a good offensive line, always going to be a good tight end, and a stingy, nasty, knock your dick in the dirt defense. That's what Iowa is. So I got to get to 8.5 with Iowa. I'm going to go ahead and chalk up at Wisconsin, at Iowa State as losses. I'm just going to do that right now.
You have to do that for win total.
So I got 10 games to get 9 wins, okay? I got Indiana at home. Indiana's the biggest fraud in the country. Then I got a stretch of Kent State, Colorado State, Maryland, Penn State, and Purdue. Penn State's at home. I'm winning all those games.
Kent State's got a good offense.
So that gets me late in the season. Does Kent State have a good offense in Kinnick Stadium against Iowa's defense? I don't know.
Good offense.
Dustin Crum's a very good quarterback. And then coming down the stretch, I got to win at Northwestern. I got to beat Minnesota at home. I got to beat Illinois, and I got to beat Nebraska.
I like that.
It's Iowa. Iowa over 8.5. I love it so much. And this is a team that goes 9-3 in their sleep. And I think they're going to go 10-2 this year.
No, I like that pick, but I don't know why. Whenever I think of Iowa football, I think that C.J. Beathard's still there.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Well, because every quarterback they've had before and after him is also C.J.
It's just
Beathard.
the same person.
Stanley,
Yes.
and, they're all the exact.
Speaking of, Felipe Franks doesn't have an NFL job, does he?
He's trying for the Falcons.
I know.
He's trying.
There's no way.
He
he's
can't.
not, right?
I can't see it. But.
Please, God.
Probably a practice
But no, he's got
squad guy.
AJ McCarron tore his ACL the other day, so Franks is getting some run.
Speaking of quarterbacks that we go after, shared it with Ev. Guess who I'm getting hate messages from? Fan base. Like heavy. Like multiple.
Who?
Marshall.
Really? Why?
Fuck you.
That makes
you
sense.
don't know. He was hurt last week. You didn't read the reports. He's good. Grant Wells. The Grant Wells stands not only said this, Brandon, said we're coming at you and we're coming hard all year.
Good.
Rico sent me the DM. It made me just so happy because that's what's so great about college football. Like, this motherfucker was so mad about Rico speaking ill on Grant Wells' name. He hopped in his DM and said, "Hey, keep that motherfucker's name out of your mouth, Rico.
Yeah,
you don't know shit about Grant Wells. You don't know shit about
they're
Marshall
dying
football."
by Marshall. Like,
It's when
you're a Marshall
it
fan,
made
you're
me
going
so
to die.
happy reading it. I just was like, this is why college football is
Unbelievable.
I actually think Charles Huff is going to be a great coach at Marshall, though. I think
right.
he's built to be a head coach, but maybe not in year
I
one.
think I might have to take Navy week one out of
I
spite.
think you never need to bet on Marshall ever again.
No.
That ruined a lot of
Keep
people.
Grant Wells' name out of your goddamn mouth.
That's great.
All right, guys, the NASCAR Cup Series regular season finale at Daytona International Speedway is here, and drivers will be putting it all on the line to secure the final playoff spots. Daytona always delivers incredible racing at speeds over 200 miles an hour, and you know there will be wrecks and drama to come at this famous super speedway. And the Barstool Sportsbook is offering exclusive bets for you to get in on all the action and win big. A lot to bet on with NASCAR, so stay tuned for our bets later this week, and be sure to tune in to the NASCAR Cup Series this Sunday at 7 Eastern on NBC at Daytona International Speedway.
All right, we're going to try to fly through some calls
Do you
here
want
to get as many people as we get. Yes?
Do you want all the win totals
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Holy
and not
shit.
one person
Wow.
takes Rutgers over 4?
Why don't you
wait.
give
SMA.
I was
Give me
thinking about-
hold on. Do we want to add if you double dip?
I don't know.
Like maybe highlight it in yellow and
What?
the green guy gets credit?
Why-
Like I want Nevada.
Okay. Why don't you
No, you could. I think you both.
Why
could.
don't you give all this to either Ben Mintz or Big Ev and let them blog it? You've been blogging them, right?
Yeah,
You've been
Ev's
blogging
been
them.
doing more.
Give them to
I've done
Big
a
Ev.
couple.
Yeah. Why don't
I am writing
we
more
get this
blogs,
blogged out there so we got all this okay.
Yeah, and you can show the picture, just the picture of that, so people can track it.
Yep. Okay.
Smitty's is the only one with NFL.
Let's do some calls. By the way, there's one chat here, or one quote I want to talk about. Somebody said John Lester's going to shove today. I think saying a pitcher is going to shove is one of the baseball sayings I hate the most.
What does that even mean?
Way.
Nah,
It's one of
I
my
like
favorites.
it.
It's one of my
I'm a
favorite.
fan.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
The worst
Just
is
saying the
he's
guy's
going
gonna
to pitch
shove.
well.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna
throw
pitch
a
well.
shove. He's
Like
gonna-
he's
That's a
shoving.
baseball
shove,
term.
He's
Yeah.
dealing.
No, it's a baseball
he's
term.
shoving.
That's a key
like it.
term you need to have.
He's
The worst
dealing.
one-
He's shoving.
We've done this before, but the worst one is Oppo Taco. Far and
Yes,
away.
yes.
Fact.
Far and
Fact.
away.
Hate
Horrible.
Oppo Taco.
Horrible. Horrible.
All right, let's go quickly. I'm gonna try to get everybody. So everybody that I take, let's say you got a shot clock.
Get
okay,
going.
you got a 20-second shot clock. So I want to get everybody on the 20-second shot clock so we can go as quick as we can, and I want to get as many as I can. Mark and Philly, go.
What's up, fellas? My guy B-Walk got me good yesterday with that tease of me coming in tomorrow. My eyes bugged out of my head for a second. He definitely got me good, but I'm happy to be back calling in. I got the White Sox. I'm going back to the well with the White Sox against lefties. Chicago plus 105 over the Blue Jays. The White Sox bat 333 against Robbie Ray. They also have Giolito on the mound. He looked like an ace in his last outing against the Rays. I still think the White Sox are my pick to win the World Series, so I'm hyped to get them at plus money here with Giolito on the mound. By the way, shout out to Big Ev for that Wisconsin pick. I called that in a few weeks ago. So as Big Ev said yesterday, Big Ev be fucking.
All right, thank you very much. I gave Wisconsin away like a month ago. I'm not you, but him. He can't claim the Wisconsin pick. I gave it before him.
Who gives a shit?
You're right.
Brandon
Good
does.
point. Good point. Good point.
Brandon I. Walker.
Good. Tony in Chicago wants to talk college football. Go, Tony.
UTEP, New Mexico State this Saturday. It's not going to be as attractive. Everyone knows New Mexico State not good. UTEP bookmakers and handicappers are split. On my model, I have the Miners 22 points better on a neutral. They have 2 of the top 3 returning receivers in Conference USA. I'm not going to balk at the 10. I'll lay 10 with the Miners on Saturday. Make the chili early. It's going to last all day. Thank you, boys. Book it.
Thank you very much.
That's
Rico,
Great call.
It's a great call.
Rico,
Didn't even say hello.
You love Miners. What did you think of that call?
Well, I don't get the dig. What does that mean? I love Miners.
Little League World Series.
UTEP, yeah.
Oh, that's bad. You don't joke like that.
That's bad.
You don't joke like that.
You're the one that wants to bet on 12-year-old boys.
All right.
Let's go with Kyle in North
Maybe I
Carolina.
start sending Tommy to gymnastics camp. See how you like that.
Oh, we're going to call my kid out by name now. Is that what we're doing?
You say it all the time. What do you hold on? That's the only one we can say. All the other ones named after, General Lee and all those guys. I don't name those kids.
We're joking about my kids. Is that what we're going to do?
You hold on. Tommy's a friend.
Yeah, just mention the other ones.
No, yeah, General Lee. And
You think I have a
Lincoln,
kid named General Lee Walker?
Lincoln,
ISIS.
all
There he
your
is,
other names.
the mockery.
What's up, pal?
The mockery
Oh.
of Pick Central.
We'll get to you, Smitty, in a second. Kyle in North Carolina, go.
Tommy's the only one we can say.
Hey, happy Wednesday, y'all. Just wanted to come in real quick. I have trivia for you. So top 5 teams since 2015, the highest win percentage, Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Appalachian State. Not Appalachian State, Appalachian State. Don't say it wrong.
done it before.
But they have three teams this year that they're not favored against, or are favored against, actually. So the only one really is tricky is maybe Oklahoma. And like that Auburn guy said the other day, we could win. So I feel good about it. So that's about it.
All right. I think he likes the Appalachian State over.
Yeah, but doesn't App State get Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
Coastal,
road, too, I think.
So what's he saying? Take the over?
I believe he was saying the over.
Appalachian State's just
And Coastal, right?
Only-
It's a
they
tough
got Coastal.
schedule.
they're just
I love App
relevant
State.
for Michigan.
That's a tough
In
schedule.
my
No, they're
mind.
really good, though.
I understand.
They are good.
That doesn't matter though.
They become really a
You
solid
only
program.
no matter what, once you hear their name, you just think of Michigan. That's it.
They also have might have one of a top 5 most beautiful stadium in the country.
Boone,
It's
North
like
Carolina's
right there
great.
in the fucking
I'll
mountains.
never go.
Well, I didn't think you would. Smitty, hey.
Hey, Mr. Walker.
I don't want to call names, okay?
By all means.
But let's just call him. I'm not going to call him by his real name, but I'm going to call him Matt. All right, Matt in this show said that you are making a mockery of Pick Central with all your parlays.
Okay,
It's
well,
a mockery.
first of all, is it a mockery? I'm going to throw it out there to the masses. Is it a democratic system or the dictator, Brandon Walker?
Yeah, it's not
El
democracy
Fuhrer.
at all.
Yes. Do you think it's a mockery of the system when you are able to make these picks on the Barstool Sportsbook app, available in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and various great states in this union?
7 states.
Yes. When you are able to make those picks on the app, do you think that it is acceptable to make them?
More than one.
You know, it is very acceptable to be able to make them on the app and everything, but we all have a gentleman's agreement here to kind of go head up and straight up, and you've kind of wrecked that.
You
First
could
of
do
all,
the Smitty parlay.
I thought the rules were one parlay and anything we are promoting. Correct?
No, it's what you're promoting.
Okay. Then I misunderstood the rules. If that's the only parlay I can use, what I'm promoting, the bet with Smitty,
We
then
did come up with the idea that if you have a parlay on the book, you can give it out, but otherwise...
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I didn't know that. I thought you had one parlay and whatever you're promoting. I thought they were mutually exclusive.
Fair enough.
I apologize, Matt.
I
you
didn't
fraud.
say it. But
Making a mockery
Wait,
of your fucking system where you just bet the Yankees every night and walk away with fucking 500 big ones at the end of the month.
I mean, hey, good time for the Yankees to get hot.
TJ, you focused on us
I
here?
mean, Frank was just like staring in the window but looking at nobody.
I'm willing to say it. I'm gonna say this publicly. I'm counting down the days till this Mets season is over because the negativity Frank thing is just wearing on me.
Mitzi's just had enough.
He's out on your
Wait,
brain.
I like Frank. I
Hey,
love
wait
Frank.
for the fucking Dolphins.
Yeah.
But he's not
Dolphins
that
have
negative
Mets.
on the Dolphins, though.
No,
I think he's going. to
it's
be.
just that it's a lot.
They were better last
I
year.
mean, I don't. It's a lot.
I'll stop bringing him
He is a funny dude, though. I think Frank's an awesome guy.
No, I'm bringing him up today.
It's the 162 is too much.
Is Jack okay? Jack's working the phone like a fucking telephone.
He's working on the couches.
Yeah, we're trying to get couches for the.
He kind of.
But you probably won't come to the first couple streams at the Barstool Sportsbook.
When's the first one? Nobody tells me anything.
Jack actually used our Walk the Line chat as like the Rico Riders one. He was like, go yell at this couch company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the hype circle.
That. Brandon left Walk the Line.
Circle?
That's actually very funny.
Yeah, the Walk the Line people like me. Brandon leaves.
That's what Walk the Line should just come. Should just become like a hype group, and you just attack anything that needs Barstool.
These guys will go to bat for us. Like 4 guys put in the group chat. Then we're like, fuck you guys. You're the worst couch company in the world.
Can you imagine if I get your top guys and my top guys together?
We do not want your top guys anywhere near us.
You have no integrity, low-life pieces of shit. Right your fucking wrongs. That's what the guy said.
Wants to tell you how he really feels about it.
I love it.
Guy just says on it.
All right, let's go with David in New Jersey wants to talk college football. Go, David.
Hey, Brandon. Love all you guys. Win Total Wednesday just dropped in New Jersey for the Barstool Sportsbook. I got 2 picks. So this weekend, really excited for college football week 0. Got Illinois plus 6.5. The line started at 11.5, moved to 6.5. I just like that based on line movement. I also got the under 55. And, I think Illinois is going to win the football game, so plus 205 on the money line. And then for my win total Wednesday, I got Utah State over 3. New head coach Blake Anderson, never less than 4 wins as a head coach. Mountain West, I think, is going to have some good bottom teams, too. You have 2 guaranteed wins against North Dakota and then against New Mexico State. He came up as a wideout coach and run game coordinator, plays an in-and-out offense. They got good skill players, and I think their new defensive coordinator, Ephraim Banda, he's only 39, but he's got big school experience, and I think he's going to be a head coach someday.
Thank you very much for the call. I love your thinking on Illinois and Nebraska this week. I also like the under on that game as well. But so ever since I told people 20, 25-second shot clock, they just don't give a fuck, do they? They just don't give a shit.
He said a lot,
was pretty thorough,
he kept it tight.
He moved.
Okay, all right.
That was okay.
He knew he was in a rush. Like he was
getting
Blake Anderson back to Utah State after quitting on Wisconsin and Oregon State, the full circle.
Utah State's going to be really bad.
Lewis in Michigan. We'll talk college football. Go ahead, Lewis.
So, fellas, I basically just wanted to get some reasoning because I agree with you, Brandon, that Alabama is not going to make the college football playoff this year. I actually think they're going to go 10-2.
I do too.
So, who do you think they lose to?
I think they lose at A&M and I think the other one's a wild card. I think somebody gets them that you don't expect. But I think they lose at A&M. They probably survive at Florida. They probably survive Miami. But I think it's still tough. You got at Auburn. You have these wild swings where you got Ole Miss's offense one week, and it's just like I think somebody sneaks around and bites them that you don't expect. So I'm going to go with A&M for sure, and then
one more.
What week is A&M?
It's like October 9th, I believe.
So what?
Like
week 5, week 6.
Columbus Day week.
To me, that is pure like Texas A&M's rolling.
Yeah,
it's their time to beat Bama, and then they lose.
But I think this is, to me, it's a different A&M because their defense is so good, and defense just doesn't slump that much. Like when they were built on their offense, they were built on the receivers. Yeah, they would go 6-0, and then all of a sudden they run up against a physical team, and it knocks them down for the next 3 weeks. I don't think they can be beat down like that again.
All right.
I think with DeMarvin Leal and they're just so good defensively.
How many times in the Saban run have they lost 2 games in the regular season, though?
They just did it 2 years ago. I think twice. Not much.
You love bringing up that 2 years ago.
They did 2 years ago.
Twice, I believe.
I mean, the first year they struggled.
Take that out.
Yeah.
I'm saying
2010 they lost to Auburn, South Carolina. So that for sure. Maybe 2013, or did they only lose once that year?
The fact that we're even like guessing for 2 games.
Oh yeah,
is
they
crazy.
they mostly go to the playoff.
What was the kick 6 year?
2013 they lost to Auburn.
Yeah,
but I don't know if they lost before that.
I think that was Manziel.
No, that was 12.
That was 12
because he won the Heisman in 12.
Yeah.
All right, so then 13 was the rematch. All right.
Yeah, when they went out there and beat the shit out of them.
Okay. In the rain, it was rainy, right?
Yeah, Mike Evans still had one crazy catch that game.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get one more, then we'll get to our picks. It's Zach in Mississippi. Go ahead, Zach.
Man, I really appreciate y'all letting me come on again. I just want to know, who do you think is going to win the Egg Bowl, man? You think it's going to be State, or you think it's going to be the Rebels?
There's just no
I think it's
way.
going to be the Rebels personally, man. So I just want to know what y'all think.
There's just no
I let this call go too long last time, I think.
They can't. That just can't be.
Man, this is real. This is my voice, man. I don't know why y'all think it's not
Gotta
me.
give him credit.
What do you mean you don't know why we can't? Look at the guy in the room with us that's also an Ole Miss fan from Baton Rouge.
You gotta give him credit for
He
dedication.
sounds awesome, man. I love him. I love that.
That's you. Did you record this?
His commitment to character is phenomenal.
It's great.
It's flawless.
I want to really know for real, like if this was like.
I will
somebody
give
know
him credit.
pranking
One
me.
thing, I thought we were getting like Minifan or something, but
I called you on the rap show that one time. I left you a voicemail, man. I don't know if you remember that, Brandon, but I did.
I don't.
That's literally that's Mincy though.
He does have a Louisiana area code, so.
No, it's the second time he's called, so I
Third time. I hung up on him like immediately the first time.
Yeah.
Then he called in when he was hosting.
Why
last
wouldn't
week.
he have a Louisiana area code? He's immense.
Yeah, no, yeah, whatever. So, all right, picks. Marty Mush, you're winning. I was the best last night, but I'm going to go with the winning. Go ahead.
They canceled my order.
What order? Oh, there's the Yaks McDonald's order.
You really going scab on Friday?
What do you mean scab? I was told by the biggest dog in the company, every day Rico misses on his deal, bring the due in. You're missing on your deal Friday. I got to bring the due in. My hands are tied. That's a Dave call, not mine.
Fair enough.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I have the bet at work parlay. That is the Cardinals and the Astros.
Watch it work, parlay.
Watch it work parlay. I have the Phillies. Love the Phillies tonight. Love them.
Wheeler on the bump.
Yep. White Sox, and I got the Mets. I got the Mets today. Today is their day to win. Walker's pitching against Cueto. Cueto's a fat fuck. He's going to fall over today. The Mets sneak one out today.
Big F.
All right, I got day at 1 o'clock, so it's starting soon. I got the Tigers money line today. I got the Cubs money line as dogs in game 1 with Davies on the mound. I'll just keep fading the Mets. I don't care. Give me the Giants again.
Yep.
And I'm on the Dodgers run line tonight against the Padres.
Run line, huh?
Yep.
Wow. So I'll go next. I got Angels minus 1.5 because the Orioles in this 19-game losing streak. I believe they're minus 108 runs. They're getting not only
are they losing.
They're getting destroyed every time out.
Is it minus 108?
What's that?
That's incredible if it's minus 108 after 20 games.
No, I got minus 1.5.
No, he's saying that.
No, run differential.
Oh yeah, 19 games. It's 108.
Biblical.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I got Rays Phillies under. I'm taking advantage of Wheeler being on the mound with the under. I like Giants money line. And listen, I had the sweet nectar of anytime you hit a home run prop, you just go right back. And I couldn't go to Stanton today, even though I think he's hot. I'm going to take him tomorrow. Tonight, Tatis homers in big spots. He loves these Dodgers games. These Dodgers-Padres games are incredible. The Padres got to start winning. They got to start having big moments. Tatis Jr. to homer tonight. I don't have the odds on that yet. It'll be up a little bit later, but I'm guessing, plus 300, something like that. Tatis Jr. to homer tonight. Mintz.
All right, I've got the Angels laying a 1.5 against Baltimore for the reasons you said. I've got the Mets with Walker, and I've got the Nats because they're playing the Marlins.
I didn't say the Mets. You're with
No,
Mush.
with the Mets with Marty. I have the Angels with you, and then I have the Nats against the Marlins.
And Smitty. Oh, wait. I didn't get Rico. Excuse me. Sorry.
Cardinals money line. Cubs, Rockies game 1 over, and the Nationals money line.
And Mr. Smith, how many parlays you got today?
I got 1.5 parlays. We're betting with
I have
Smitty.
1.5 parlays.
What are you gonna do? I got Cardinals money line, and I got Astros minus 1.5, Phillies minus 1.5. I mean, they might just win 1-0. Fuck me, but that's the Phillies for you. 2 parlays. I got bet with Smitty. Wheeler Case, Harper hit, Philly money line, and we can eliminate the other parlay.
No, it's fine. You can have it.
Okay, and this will be the last day. I'm sorry for being ignorant and misunderstanding the rules, but
You're good.
I mean, Christ,
Well,
nobody's.
you've been bad, so it's okay.
I've been bad because the Phillies been bad. You've been great because the Yankees have been slinging dick.
Yeah, we got to get out of
this
baseball.
Isn't rocket science.
Yeah.
We got to get out of baseball where it's just whatever your team's doing is what determines your.
Well, I mean, at least I'm up 5 units then. The Yankees have won 11 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm up 16 units.
I mean,
that's still pretty good.
Yeah, I was up 15 units because the Phillies won 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Not brain surgery here.
It kind of is. You got to be. Sometimes I miss a lot of hot streaks. I'm on this one. It's good to be on it,
It probably feels pretty good.
It's really scary they don't play today.
Yeah, that's what you don't want a day off when you got 11 in a row, right?
No.
Yeah.
And a flight out west to go play Oakland.
That got dicey last night, though. And you threw a guy at the plate.
Chapman
Threw a guy out at the plate.
Chapman hasn't saved a game since.
Yeah, but Freddie coming up with the bases loaded
against. Wandy Peralta's the best reliever in the world.
Wandy.
Wandy's sick, dude.
Wandy.
I just love saying Wandy.
It's so fun. Wandy Peralta. He was on my tap baseball team. He was awful.
I wish he would have hit it. I know it's impossible because you'd have to play in a National League stadium and you would need the at bat. But I want to hear Sterling's call if he ever hit a home run.
Wandy.
Wandy.
The magic Wandy.
All right, there's the music. So we'll be back tomorrow. We got a lot of McDonald's for the Yak. Boy, there's a shit ton of McDonald's out there. Here come the Yak boys. Thank you, Smitty. Thank you, Rico. Thank you, everybody. The Yak is up next.